soon, once everyone gets the
COVID.
COVID
Yeah.
shots. As I type this note, I can't help but wonder where all the time went. You're always.
Oh no, here. Here, let me get that off there. There you go.
Let's see. As I type this note, I can't help but wonder where all the time went. You're turning 90, and Mary Ellen turned 66 years ago.
Wow.
Today, marking 50 years since she and I met. A.G. and Marica have been married for over 10 years.
Wow. That's hard to believe.
Yeah. Mike is teaching world history
Oh,
and coaching basketball.
baseball, I think.
Oh, baseball.
Baseball.
Honest to God, you'd think I'd be coaching baseball at John Paul II, the high school he graduated from. He'll be 31 this October.
Holy moly.
Still single and living at home, which we don't mind. I used to joke with Mary Ellen, reminding her that when Mike was young, he would sit on her lap and tell her he was never going to leave her. She now thinks that maybe he really meant it. Jess and Derek have been married 13 years and have 4 boys referred to as the Benash brothers. Let's see. James, Andrew, Joseph, and Matthew. We joke with Jess that she has her hands full, but we also remind her that she's only half the mom you were, as she managed 7 of us, plus worked full time and volunteered in your free time. Exactly when you actually slept or rested is beyond me.
Me too.
It's interesting that over these last few years, I find myself reminiscing more about the events in my life that have helped shape me into the person I've become. More and more, I've come to greatly appreciate the love and attention that you and Dad gave to me all those years of my life. And it's become my hope, life's dream, passion, that I can become to my children and grandchildren the role model that you two were to me. Even though I've been retired for a couple of years now, I still find myself waking up early every morning. I get up and go to the kitchen table where I sit at one end drinking a cup of coffee. Every so often, I close my eyes and think about the many, many conversations you, Dad, and I would have early each morning at the kitchen table. We're solving the world's problems, as I like to think. Many a morning, I catch myself talking out loud, asking one of you about this or that. I shake my head, smile, and remind myself what Grandma Marybelle used to say. Crazy, isn't it, talking to yourself? Crazy is when you answer yourself. Oh, Mom has to see this letter too.
Yeah, there's a second page to that, Mom.
Oh,
There's a second page to that
Yeah.
letter. Yeah.
oh, I see. I have so many happy memories of growing up, and I can't thank you and Dad enough for each and every one of them. Over the years, I've often thought about writing them down, sort of making a book. But then I get a little selfish and tell myself that they're just for me. Who knows, supposedly, Brother Jeff is a painter now in his retirement. Maybe I'll become a writer. In any event, there's a little memory that I wanted to share with you. I was back in my sophomore year of high school when I was playing basketball. Dad had just retired from coaching, and I was playing on the JV team for Coach John Matali. Oh God, as a team, we weren't good, but at the same time, we weren't all that bad. We just didn't have anyone that was, didn't have anyone tall, which made it tough. But I think overall we won about half our scheduled games. The season was winding up, and we were playing Penn Hills at our court. They had beaten us earlier in the year, so this was expected to be a tough game. Tough it was, but on this night, we were winning. It seemed that for the first 3 quarters, we couldn't do anything wrong, and took a lead into the final quarter. The 4th quarter was ugly, and Penn Hills was mounting a comeback. I would bring the ball up the court, make a pass to either Charlie Miller or Billy Romito, and they would miss the shot. Penn Hills would get the rebound, run down the floor, and score. With about a minute to go in the game, we were up by 2 points, and I was dribbling the ball down the court with a Penn Hills player just hacking and fouling the crap out of me. I was talking all my mental strength to stop dribbling and slug him, but I had 4 fouls, and that would have been my 5th foul. Instead, as I crossed the mid-court line, I called timeout. Coach Matali immediately jumped up off the bench and screamed at me, wanting to know why I had called timeout. He was yelling that it was our last timeout, and what the hell heck was I thinking? As we huddled up, Coach Matali was still looking at me screaming and said to me again, "Schmeck, I want you to tell me why you called timeout." With my head down, I peered up at him and simply said, "Coach, my mother told me to call timeout." Coach Matali paused in mid-breath, turned and looked into the stands to find you and said, "Polly, please let me coach the team." Not to be undone, you immediately shot back at him, "Well, if you're going to coach the team, then do it." These boys are losing their composure and they need a time out to regroup and get it together. Coach turned to the huddle, rolled his eyes and simply said, "All right, guys, let's win this one." We went back onto the court and Billy passed the ball into me. They immediately fouled me and I went to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. I remember making both shots, putting us up by 4. We won that game. Coach never said another word about the incident, but for whatever reason, I've always remembered it and believed that even today, I would always hear your voice and react appropriately. I know you don't often think about the impact that you and Dad made on this world, so I made the enclosed picture for you to remind you with a visual reminder of the legacy that you and Dad created and made for this world. I trust that it will bring you a smile too. Oh, my love, Anthony.
Very nice. You want to see the picture?
Oh, yes.
Hey, one
Go.
more thing.
Ready?
I got the new Max. Here. You can go out there and get it.
Oh, these peanuts.
Oh, yeah, I can get that.
We'll get them
See
picked
if
up.
this one fits.
Have to
You
get
can
this
go out,
off
it
and
says
then
Steelers. So
you
while you're
can,
looking-
oh, still wrapping. Oh, okay, you ready?
Here.
There you go.
Mark,
Dad, I'm gonna come in and look.
Mark,
Did you say thank you?
Yes, you did.
You like
Martha.
it? Isn't it nice?
Oh, God.
Did you guys say hi to Uncle Paul?
Pretty special, huh? Good. Well, happy birthday.
Look, he even left now. He thinks I'm going to do his work and put it up. I'll wait for him to come up and put it up. He's got to come do it.